that is realistic. Pull that one out random if you can. It's yeah, it's one of those. We'll talk about that in a moment. It is also...
It's my first snap.
That's right. So there's one to check off your bingo card if you've got a bingo card. If you haven't, go and grab one now. Link is in the description and play along, checking off the memes as we go. No prizes other than being a winner, because you'll be a winner for playing. You'll also be a winner for supporting the channel, and the best way to do that is to respond to the daily reminder. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Gondor by Cities Skylines. Gondor, of course, a location from The Lord of the Rings, a story that I only best know from the movies, because I just can't sit down to read all of that, can I? Have you? Let me know. There's your start square. Here is your terrain heights. Yeah, we have mountains and yeah, all of that. And then, of course, resources. A little bit nibbly here and there, but you know, again, they are pretty much usable. Fishing, if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we have all of the varieties. I'm liking this fishing map today. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC required today. We've got the realistic 1.4.5 European theme, the realistic 1.2 LUT. There's a few trees and rocks to subscribe to. Other than that, not too much really. Not too much. Pretty dealable. Has got kind of, it does say in the description, kind of a vanilla map. Well, it's a vanilla feel map, but it's not a vanilla map. There are some things to subscribe to. We are going to see the regular trees under the highways. We cover this quite regularly in terms of explaining why it happens on my reviews. If you do play base game rules without the Anarchy mod, this will not show for you. And I'm not too worried about it today, because these trees, whilst hiding under the roads and do take up tree count, the tree count on today's map isn't very high at all. So it's not really something that's going to cause you any problems. Just make sure if you do have Anarchy that you don't have show trees from the start, and you'll have no problems. I am, of course, going to have to mark the map down on this, but it won't be a problem for you in real terms. Now, I've got to say that actually today's map, or the name of today's map, brought back some really fond memories for me. In a previous life, not literally a previous life obviously, but before I do what I do now, I was, amongst other things, a tobacconist, running a small store where we sold a lot of tobacco, amongst other things. And we got a brand of pipe tobacco over in the UK called Condor. And obviously Condor sounds very similar to Gondor, and well, it certainly looks similar in the spelling. And here we go. Hang on, before we go any further, I just want to show you the rail bridge here is lacking a couple of pillars, obviously stuck underneath the highways. I'd like to see them in place there. And our first intersection is one of these three-way things. We will come back and have a look at this a bit later on, because there is a key point of discussion on this particular intersection, despite it being a little bit clunky looking. But yes, we sold tobacco, Condor being a specific brand, and I had one particular customer who liked Condor. In fact, he was a switch between Condor and some Bruno Ready Rubbed. He liked those two brands, and he used to come in with a little note saying, I mean, he was a man of advancing years. He wasn't super old, probably as old as I am now, I would suggest. He would come in with a little note at first, because he was profoundly deaf, and he found it very difficult to communicate. So we just put a little note on the counter, which would say Condor or St. Bruno on it, and we would serve him whatever he asked for. And then, as we got to know him over the years, he would actually come in and verbalise. Here we go, start square intersection. We'll tell you about verbalisation in a moment. Start square intersection. Start square is up this little dead end up here. And I could deal with the gap between the pillars on that bit, I feel. It's not as bad as the previous one. Then through a little dip there, and up the top here it starts scrappy. It's got a little roundabout in place as well. The clue to the problem with the intersection is also on that roundabout for regulars that are looking out for these things. But yes, so he used to come in and he used to verbalise. Very, very rare he would say anything, because obviously he literally couldn't hear a word he was saying. Hang on, blue mantle. There you go. And so he had the deepest voice, and he'd come in and he would say, "Condor," almost literally like that. Oh, look at this! At first glance, this looks quite fun. We've got a little bit of glitchy water there. We've obviously got some vanilla rocks going on, or a surface rocks. There you go. We've got surface rocks under there, which is causing that water to be really choppy. Looks. Come here now, girl. Hello and welcome to a little bit of festive city building with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB. Why have I not got a "you're very, very welcome" sting? Where's my sting gone? I don't know. I'm going to have to fix that over the Christmas period. Hello, everybody. I suppose you should start the simulation and come out of photo mode, having a little look at the downtown. Apologies in advance for my voice. I am still on the tail end of this chest infection thing that's been going around my local town. And with my asthma, it's just made it really difficult for me to breathe. I'm going to try very hard not to cough into the mic. If I do, my apologies in advance, but I will try and mute it whenever possible. So there we go. Thought I'd get that in there now. Who have we got? Oh, Fowenna Fox is here. Hi. You got the coffee? Yeah, funny enough, I've got coffee as well. While you were waiting for me. So, right, we've got a little bit of fixing to do. So, first of all, Bonhaven, for those people that haven't seen my city, currently running at 81,000, still growing. We've got this thing with the money at the moment. Currently losing $500,000 an hour, and then it will spike the other way. I don't know what's causing the spikes. I'm going to try and work it out. The only thing I can think it could possibly be is freight shipments into the rail yard there, or the harbour. So if we see that arrow go up all of a sudden, 1375, 126, 116, yeah, it's dropping like a blinking rock. $500,000 an hour. Hopefully that'll sort itself out. But yeah, that's going down, and then it'll go up, and then it'll go down. So it's still got balancing problems. Something somewhere is broken, right? I mean, I could put my taxes up to balance this, but generally, I mean, I've got 16 million in the bank. Why should I really? Thank you for the kind words on the city. So yes, we have got, there we are, best view of the city as a whole. The downtown is in the central island there. Then we've got a whole bunch of different districts, including Longman down here, because he looks a bit like a long man. 2 legs here, 2 arms and a head. Thornton End, which was named by the game. Didn't mind that, because it's kind of, there's the edge of the map. It's the end of our city, so that worked for me. As was Green Acres. They named that for the farming district, so I was happy with that. Then we have Tower Fields over here, for reasons I won't go into right now because I've explained them several times. Then we have Southside, which is technically East Side, because I didn't have the cardinal directions sorted out properly when I named all these things. We have the Old Town here, the New Town there, South Booker and Booker up the peninsula here. Booker because we have the universities. We have Nimby Highlands, and then we have Smoke City here, moving on into, I've forgotten, I think I've got a placeholder name for this district, and then Harbour Town up there because the harbour's up the top. And down here, one last district down here, tiny little district, Straighton's my newest district, because basically it's just a few stray buildings at the end of the road. I thought Straighton kind of worked, so we went with that. So anyway, we have got some work to do on the downtown today. Going to be a little bit creative in how we fix this. But yeah, the city kind of gets a bit bogged down on this road. The way that, hang on, I'm going to have my first cough. Be right back. Okay, there's my first cough out of the way. Yeah, it's not clever. As we come in via this road here, we have... there we go. That road heading up there. And that also heads up to a bridge off of downtown. And it's just a little bit clogged here. Now, I tried making it a bit of one way here so that it would help. And it has helped a little bit. But the city centre, you may notice there's a few empty green spots. Basically, every time a building has become abandoned down here, I've deleted it and removed the zoning. Because basically, this area, we've got to rework it. And I feel a bit better if there are a few empty plots down here. We've got a weird warning down here. No, that's the crime scene. Hang on, there is one which has a missing... There we go. This one. No pedestrian access. Well, this shop here... It's not that one, obviously, but it is that one. There are no pedestrian access for this one. 191 Cherry Street. I'm sorry, but that is on the road. Without question, I zoned that. That's not plopped in any way. I zoned it, and it's spawned, and we've got 9 households all happily living there, and we've got no pedestrian access. Very strange. Don't understand. I've even demolished it and let it respawn back in, and we got no pedestrian access. And I tried connecting the back with a footpath and still got no... But in fact, when I put the footpath in, this building wasn't happy. It just basically didn't like the fact there was a footpath there. It didn't affect anything other than that. So anyway, yeah. So every time we've had an abandoned building, I've demolished it. So there's going to be a little bit more space in here to work with. But yeah, we've had a few problems. Cough, cough, cough coming. There's going to be a few of those tonight, I think. Right. So what I'm thinking. First of all, the downtown. We've got a good shape going with the downtown. But I think a feature building in the middle. And what I'm thinking with the feature building is the... is it tourist attractions? There, this one. The observation tower. Height-wise, it's taller, but it's not ridiculous. I think that could kind of work. It's got quite a big footprint. So finding a way of making it fit in there... but I think that's going to be our centerpiece building in this area here, wherever we can make it work. Then, in terms of the roads, I think, let's say if it was to go exactly here, I don't think it will, but if it was to go exactly here, we'll make the roads around it into a one-way system around this central block. So the observation tower will effectively be a roundabout. And that hopefully will keep the traffic flowing around this area. Thinking of disconnecting here, maybe even bulldozing just a little section of road here between these two roads here. Because we've got the subway here. And I kind of like the idea of the subway right there. Maybe I might move the subway a couple of feet. But that's going to require a lot of faddling around underground. I don't know if I want to do that. This is a signature building, so we may have to move that as well. But yeah, I'm thinking that this road here will connect into this one-way observation about. We're going with that. And but I also don't really want to lose this clean line of this road here, which cuts right through the middle of the island. And it goes up to the footpath roundabout over here. That for the longest time I couldn't get anybody using. And now they're not using this bit. Because this is a quicker route. Maybe. My bad. Sorry about that. Nobody's using the... Well, I'm not going to worry about that now. We're not here to fix that now. Now, there is also, on top of fixing this part of downtown, which for me is the priority, this area here, we're going to retool it, make it work. There's also another part of downtown, the district, that I think just aesthetically needs a spice up. And it's this part here. So basically at the moment we're all low density residential. A lot of this will be going to medium and possibly high in the future. So that's all to come. But this roundabout here, if we look at the shape, it just feels like that this, if this is all going to be medium density in this area, upgrading this roundabout to something bigger now, I think it's the time to do it before we are looking at demolishing the big buildings. So I think we could be doing that and maybe working with a park or something like that in this area as well. Just making this more of a like a little featurette area. How that's going to work, I don't know. But I think we'll do that tonight as well. Let me grab some of that coffee. Coffee might stop me from coughing. It won't. It hasn't stopped me all day. Oh, and apologise for starting a little bit late on the stream today. It was Christmas Saturday and it kind of took it out of me a little bit of work. You can imagine, I'm in retail. It was freaking, in the candy business as well. It was freaking busy. Busiest day of the year by a long way. And probably the busiest day since lockdown. So I'll have some of that, thank you. Right, there's some coffee. But yeah, I'm a little bit zonked, but there we go. We're all good. We're all good. I need to play. So let's have a little look at the chat. Where were we? Hi Dan, WRD Dan is here. Hello. We can hang out for a bit in the grocery store parking lot, waiting for my parents to buy groceries. Bless them. How be thee? Like I say, recovering from a chest infection, but not. I don't feel bad. It's just that it's sitting on the chest, so occasionally there's going to be, with the asthma thrown in, a cough and a splutter. I'm going to try not to, but you know how it is. Sometimes it just catches you and you can't do anything about it. But I apologise right now. Fifal's here. Hi Fifal. Can always switch the roads into a roundabout to be highways for a bit, since that forces them not to walk on. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. I'll think about that. Yeah, I guess retail it can be a little bit busy. it was a good day. Okay, if every day was like today, I'd be happy. Unfortunately, there can't be more than one Christmas Saturday, can there? Can there? No, they can't. Right. Then Ocean's 13, one-way roads leading to the hotel. All roads lead. Do you know what? I've never seen any of the Ocean's movies. Never seen any of them. I'm sure they're great. I never got round to them, and you know, just never grabbed me. You know, sometimes you see a trailer for a movie and you go, I've got to see that. And then you see a trailer for a movie and you go, oh, I'll maybe get round to watching it sometime. Yeah, never seen any of the Ocean's movie, and never seen more than a few minutes of any of the Fast and Furious franchise. It's just not my thing, you know. But especially the Fast and Furious, just not my thing. For when I don't doubt that. Yes, it was a very, very, very good day. Yes, but let's do some thinking. Right, so how big? Let's find out how big this blinking building is that I'm going to plop. Work out where it's going to go exactly. Right, so. Oh crumbs! Hang on. I can't. I might have to put down a straight bit of road. Is this going to work here? There's a straight bit of road. Right. So, in terms of width, that's. I'm going to use my finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that's 17 cells wide. And 6, possibly 13. 17 by 13 maybe. Okay. Now we know how big it is. Let's work out where it's going to go. 17 by 13. Blimey. Will it fit in here is the question. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's not going to fit. It's going to be 13 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's about as wide as from the front of the road here to the back end of Middle Street there. So that's the depth of it. And then 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is the size of our building. Does that work in there? If I was to pop that in that exact spot, how does that work for me? So that road's then going to have to go back a little bit. It's going to get very close to this. Not sure I want it quite that far up. But I want that road still clear. Could it work over this side? I don't know that I want it over this side because I want it to be a roundabout, effectively, don't I? Unless we put it around... Oh, maybe we put it slap bang in the middle. If we put it slap bang in the middle here, facing all the way up there, centerpiece, and there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I reckon centering that here, that gives us plenty of room on either side. I like it. I like it. Okay, pausing the simulation because we're about to do some damage. A lot of music in the Oceans movies is similar to CS. Really? Alright, I believe you. Not everyone's thing, no shame. Yeah, it's not everything. Well, yes, I don't doubt it's better than FF. Oh, no doubt about that at all. Yeah, I'm not a boy racer, never have been. I've only ever owned one car, and it's the least sexy car you can imagine. Right? I mean, it was clean. It was newish, but it was yeah. It was more people carrier, which I used between split between the minibus for taking my local teammates to tournaments and stuff like that in my personal sporting life, and then I would take the seats out and then use it as a minivan for going to wholesalers and stuff. It worked perfectly. I mean, I'm Mr. Practical, right? Okay, let's right, you're gone. I'm going to actually get rid of everything that's in here. And we're going to rebuild this entire mini block, including these footpaths by the looks of it. Right, there's going to be buildings here I'm taking out, which is I'm going to regret taking them out. Probably could have left in place, but something like this, that is going to stay in this area somewhere. Get rid of the footpaths. Okay. Now, if you're parked on this road, I'm sorry, but yeah, time to move. Whoops, sorry about that, everybody. I'll leave that thing there for now. This thing will move. We're not leaving it there. Right, okay, let's get this tower into place. Don't really want to... Oh, right. Hang on a second. That, let me come out of this a second. That road's coming down here. We'll bend it into here with a smooth. So this building's probably gonna have to be demolished, I think. Just add a little bit of a smoother turn into the downtown. And in, I think I don't know what I'm thinking here, actually. Let me just do some tinkering here. If I was to do something like that, and then put that in there, how much space does that give us behind? Plenty. I could live with that. I think that works about there. Might want to move it back just a wee bit more. Come out of snapping. Okay, rotate it. So, about here. I reckon about there would be perfect. Boosh. Right. Now, it's probably a bit wonky actually, isn't it? But that's okay. Now we know where that road is going in. Me connect that in there like on the 90 degree. Let's get rid of that. Yes, bulldoze that. Connect that road across for now. Excuse me. And we'll throw you back to snapping. You're going. Oh, that's annoying. What's the options here? Snap to the sides of a road. Well, we're doing that anyway. Toggle all snapping off. Okay. It's just not centered, is it? That's really annoying. Okay, let's turn the snapping off and just do that manually. And hopefully it'll be perfect. Is that spot on? I think it is, isn't it? Well, it's a bit wonky. I'm sure I can do better. I hope I can do better. Right, come on. It's got to be there, surely. Right. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so we're in, we're rolling. We've snapped it to this road, so we know it's 90 degree, or as close as 90 degree. Now, what I want here is going to be a one-way road system around it. Okay, so let's choose my, let's go 3-lane from there. Oh dear, snapping to absolutely everything, isn't it? Okay, let's turn that snapping off. To there. And snap to geometry. Which one's geometry? There we go. Yeah, it's gonna work. I think we will upgrade. Hang on, upgrade that way. Excuse me. I'm trying so hard not to cough on you. Now, I kind of like the idea of this being. Oh, I think we're going to have to do it that way, that way. Yep. Access the thing. Probably put a taxi stand here or something like that. That wouldn't be too bad an idea. Now, back to this one. Like so. Come on, overlapping items. Oh, okay, fine. Well, we'll get rid of that then. That will stop the overlapping items, won't it? Absolutely blinking will. You're going like so. Then you're going straight. And this one also is going to have to disappear. Do you know what? That entire structure there is going. And this will connect in fine. This will connect in fine, I promise. That was probably a dumb thing just to delete. But there we go. We're going to need to connect it in anyway. So where are we? Small roads, medium roads. Medium roads. 2 in each direction. Like so. Right, so this one. Oops. Actually, no, we should be right there, I think. You just redo that, but not quite so far. Oh, now that was a bit overdone. Come on, try this again. You to there. Got it. And then you to there. Oh yes, definitely better. Back to the straight roads. We'll do it again over this way. Excuse me, I don't want you connecting. Let's switching off the snapping. All snapping. Oh, it's not going to let me do this. That's really annoying, isn't it? Okay. Well, if you're going to be annoying, you're in the right place. There we go. Excuse me, stop being fiddly. Oh, look, stop it. Yeah, that's not what I want, is it? That's really not what I want. We'll try that again, see if will it let me. It probably won't. Yeah, that's not going to work like that. It was a good idea, but not a very good idea. Oh man. Okay, let's make this work. Let's bring that road down a little bit further. Stop snapping. And then fiddlestick, stop it. Oh, because I've gone on a straight road. Look. Look. Please. Right, now. Please. There we go. I made that much harder than it needed to be. Is it perfect? Probably not quite, but it's close. It's very, very close. Meaning now, this, let's go straight line it again. invalid shape. Of course it's an invalid shape. Why would it be anything but an invalid shape? Cool. Well, that is a big chunk of that. We're going to need this going that way. With that now, well, have I gone 3 lanes there? Probably because I'm expecting this to be upgraded as well. Okay, that's all right. We'll go 3 lanes here. Snap Skylines, that's the one. That's what I was after. In fact, that needs to go all the way across, doesn't it? We'll just invert that. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why is that not letting me switch that backwards? That's very weird. As soon as I let go of the mouse button, it's an invalid shape. That's very weird. Very, very weird indeed. Right. You let me do that. It won't let me switch the road backwards. That is very strange. You saw it here first. Alright, I'm going to have to try and connect it forwards then. I was happy with that. It's exactly the same. What was all that about? What was all that about? One does not know. Right. And then from here, curved road. Oh. You're just doing this on purpose, game, aren't you? Just to stress me out. I've had a stressful day. I don't need stressing out more, game. Please. Be kind to BonBon. Straight line to there. Straight line to there. Got it. Curved line to there, but we've got a horrible janky going on. Mind you, that's not the worst as it happens. I am going to rebuild that though. It's not quite what I wanted. Right, back to this one. Again, why is it clipping to that? Want it? It's always wanting to push it over to the right. What happens if I try it backwards? And then invert the traffic. There we go. Well, it let me do it back there again. I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right, so from there. Like so, and then from here. Oops, try it again. It's almost there. Like so. So we have our new one-way system. Let me come out of this so we can have a look at it. Yep, very dramatic. That's kind of looking lost there, isn't it? Oh, sorry about that. Right. This is going to need to move. It's definitely not going to work there. And we're going to need to connect up all the bits and bobs now onto it. That underground car park, would it fit here? If it does, that would be oh, we got one here. Could we have one on either side? I don't really want to connect that to there. And that, let's bulldoze this road, because I did say that road was going. That means that skyscraper's going as well. Sorry. Whoops. That's going to have to be a two-way road without question. So let's pop that in. Have a little upgrade on that. That's a two-way. Two-way. There we go. So now we have an operational road there without the problem with the through traffic. Traffic now coming from here goes in and onto this one-way loop. That's better. That car park, I kind of feel that it needs to live over here. I like the idea of the symmetry with the car park over here, and then maybe a road cut across just for the car park. But traffic's going to cut through this one-way street, isn't it? Unless I drop it down to an alley. Slow the traffic down. I think we go for the alley. Okay, let's do that. And it removes the parking down there as well. Yeah, that might be a thing. So, how big is this underground parking area? It's quite big, isn't it? How wide is it in cells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cells wide. So that's basically that. How deep is it? It would fit in there. It would fit in there. And it's got to be moved because at the moment it's not connected. We're going to do it. Right, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Sorry, but this downtown needs fixing, and I'm on it. Standard road. There it is, all the way across. Right, good. Now, there's the thing. Right. The people that park their cars in here are not going to go back to pick their car up, and it's not going to be where it was. The whole caboodle's gone. There we go. That has to be better, doesn't it? Surely. Surely that's better. Right, so traffic flow has got to be better from this. Still not great down this way, but I don't mind. This is not a huge amount of traffic flowing through here. More or less, like just that one. But if you live down here, you come down here and that's it. So that's fine. It was the through traffic from here merging in with this what was causing all the issues. Where's the chat gone? Oh, there's got an ad pop up. Look at that. Right, so let's catch up with this chat. Hello, chats. Hi, I'm not ignoring you. Right, okay, vehicles should be practical. Thank you. Yes, I went with practical. Yes, it's not just about nipping around. I mean, it'd be nice to have that sexy car, wouldn't it? But I couldn't exactly like take 8 people up to the other side of the country in the Mazda. You've got a massive cold. Oh, bless you. Are you coughing more? Yeah, I've been coughing most of the week. It's not been good. In fact, it's been so bad with the coughing. I've my abdomen muscles really tender, really tender. Getting out off the sofa last night, I actually had to roll myself onto the floor and crawl up from the floor. It was not a pretty sight, but there we go. Yeah, identical roads next to each other seems to be a problem, but I'm sure mods, because mods. I wish the dedicated lane logic was better. Good point. One-way roads are handy for this sort of thing. Definitely handy for this sort of thing. The Y off the end of the road to medium road instead of trying to get 2 parallels more. Yes. Yeah, I think we got there in the end. It'll be quite good once the extra crosswalks. Yes, I'm going to sort out all that in a minute. Traffic Manager Emperor Edition. Yeah. Network Anarchy. I could use. I have got dev tools, but I'm trying not to use them. Very dramatic. Good job. Not having the entrance on the main road. Yeah, you don't want that. Needs trees. Trees. Yeah. Trees. Tree shminis. Tree shminis. Right. Okay. We're up and rolling, and so yeah, we've got that entrance off of there, and we've got plenty of parking for this tourist attraction. Okay, so now let's fix these 2 buildings. We're not going to be able to connect up, so I'm going to get rid of them. Let's get rid of all the odd zoning that we've got going on here as well. Any other odd zoning going on down here? Outstanding. Them. Right, that's all sorted. So I think we're kind of good. Second. And I'm back. So now. Let's zone what we can. We can zone that. We actually can zone that as well. And this also, I don't mind. They all kind of work. Now, where's that signature building? You're cute. I really like you. But I don't see you working here next to that. I really don't. I think it's going to have to be relocated maybe to a completely different district. I'm just not feeling it in downtown at all. Yeah, it's not a downtown building, is it? Right, where can we live it? Newtown. Need a station? Yeah, right there. There we go. And that is right there by the main station. People coming in and out. Grab yourself a soda or whatever they do in Villa City. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so that fixes that. Signature building's out of the way. We've got a whole bunch of unconnected buildings. How are we going to deal with the roads around here? That could connect straight up onto that. That wouldn't be the hugest of problems, actually. Right, so it looks like you're gone. Sorry. I have vast unemployment by the time I finish doing this. There we go. And if I wanted to get back to here, I'd have to take a right, follow this road back down. Yeah, so it's not a huge problem getting back to there. That'll do. These buildings, is it just because you're not zoned now? Are these high density res? I think they're high density res. We'll soon find out when I zone under them. Well, it's not happy with that zoning. Let me try. Is it? It can't be medium density, surely. Nah, I think we're going to just call them high density. Hit the bulldoze. Get rid of the abandoned buildings. I'm going to get rid of that one as well, so we can get a nice clean build, fresh build there. That's gone. Here's an office building without question. Oops, came out of there by accident. Office, there we go. Office buildings going in there. Low density office can be removed. Let's see what good that's going to do for anybody. And that's probably all going to be a little bit of medium density residential. Yeah, that's the one. Just do that mix of shapes there. Backing on to maybe some high. And a high in there as well. Now, we could connect these in. Like so. So the zoning is back in mostly. Is that high density? Yeah, I'm going to change that to office. Go, just get a little office building in there. And that, I think, is kind of good. Now, is there anything along here I want to do? I mean, just some little parks. Possibly. Let's have a little look. I don't know if we've got anything that will work along here. Right, parks and recreation. Small park. Yeah, they're too big. We're not going to be able to make them work. I don't really want sports parks along there. They don't really fit the vibe. Large parks are too large for obvious reasons. And so I think we are going to end up just with tree detailing. We also have, this is one way in here. That's got to be, well, this bit needs fixing as well, doesn't it? That needs fixing as well. Okay. That's okay, we're going down to that's one way linking onto there. That's one way out as well. Do I mind this being two-way now? I don't mind. I don't think I mind that now being two-directional, because otherwise, how's this traffic get? It'll all be merging onto there. Okay, let's do this then. Let's bring you. There it is. Two-way. Traffic can now. You know when you're thinking and you're not sure. You're really not sure. And then traffic merging here, but then that's just gonna be traffic coming out of there is right turn only. We could force traffic to be right turn only, and then any traffic that needs to turn left is going to be going that way anyway, so that's fine. Okay, we'll put in a no left turn off of here. No left turn. I'm not seeing the sign. Oh, there you go. The arrows. The arrows have it. And also no straight on. So cars coming out of there aren't going to be cutting across. But also no left turn here. I'm going to do the same again. No left turn. But I don't mind traffic going in here. Do I mind a left turn here? There's not much traffic coming out of there. That's not going to be a problem. And we haven't got traffic lights or anything stupid here. We haven't, have we? No. All there. Are we good? I think we're about good. Leaves us with this. Which I think we can connect. Oh, excuse me. Fingers on the right keys. Right, this is... Well, it's going to have to be that way. I think that's going to be one-way road. Just one lane. Do we need two lanes? I think we're going down to one lane, you know. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do the job. Right, and that leaves us with some weird zoning issues there, and there. In fact, I don't know why these are houses. There's this office down here, isn't it? That makes a bit more sense. There we go. A couple of large office buildings there. And You're abandoned anyway. Let's do what's the biggest building we can't. There's not really much more we can do. Let's go with that. That's about the biggest shape building we can have in there. Right, okay. I'm thinking we could start the simulation. A few abandoned buildings. Do we have the correct zoning under them? Nope, we don't have any zoning under them. That would be why. Maybe we can save these abandoned buildings, or maybe not. Oh no, that's saved. This one doesn't look like it's going to be saved. Yeah, doesn't want to know that one, does it? So we'll probably end up just deleting that. Right, let's bulldoze it. Let something come in its place. Excellent. I think that... Oh, we've got a couple of dead ones down here as well. Get rid of you. Oh, we've got traffic lights. I'm going to sort out the traffic lights and crosswalks now, as promised. Right, traffic lights, you're gone. Really don't need traffic lights in any of these locations. Because one way, right? Brilliant. We haven't sorted out the subway bus routes, and actually, yes, I'm gonna have to check my bus routes. That is going to be that might be messed up big time here. Well, we'll worry about that. I'll get rid of that. And then we really don't need anywhere near this number of crosswalks. Yeah, that one works for me. So we seem to still have is this crossing lights controlled by looks of it? I can't get rid of the lights here, but that's not a big problem. Right, definitely won't need a crosswalk there. Don't mind one there. I really don't mind all three on there, actually. That's going to be alright. Oh. We got an oh. Oh, and we got despawners. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Right, so how many of these? That one can go. That one can go. I'll leave these here for the people that are parking in the undergrounds. That one can go. Probably don't want anybody crossing across the middle there at all, do we? Look at all these. What a mess. What a mess. Why you stopped? Was it just for people? Are we going to need bridges? Pedestrian bridges? We might do, you know. Right, let's have a little think here. Got all of those crossings there, so we don't need that one. In fact, yeah, I'm going to leave all three there. You got one there, you don't need one here. And for some reason, still traffic lights there as well. Still more crossings than we need, so we're going to get rid of that one and that one. And we don't need that one or that one. So, yeah, that's manageable. What's with this? Excuse me again. Okay. Can we have some help here, please? Oh, the help has arrived. Good, good. This is good news. Well, where are you going? Okay. I see what's happening here. There's traffic coming up this way that doesn't want to go all the way around the block. It's taking this shortcut through there. And I'm going to find a method of fixing it, which I'm going to do with the gotcha. No, will you let go of that, please? Dear me. I'll pop that there, bulldoze that, get rid of the crosswalks. Boom, biddy, boom. And we don't have lights there, do we? No. Right, so hopefully that will... This is a bit wonky, but... Why is the traffic just being stupid? What? Pick a lane and stick to it, alright? Here's your problem. Lane switching. Late the Fifle. Oh, late for Dan, sorry. I'll see that. Take care, bud. Thanks for popping by. Two-phase lights are fine. Yeah, I agree. So much tidier with fewer zebras. Yeah. And I agree. Zebras and not crosswalks, but... Right, what's going on here? Is this fannying about here between... I wonder if we can't... Let me try this. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. Alright, let me try something else. Yeah, this is... I think this is the way that this... Oh, now we've got traffic lights again. Trying to encourage the traffic flow. Yeah, I can't quite get this. I did try and fix this thing from being wonky. It just does not want to be. But we have traffic flow now. That is much more pleasing. And when this road gets busier, we should be okay. Now, one footpath between there and I don't even know where my bus stops are. I think my bus stops are gone, aren't they? Let's get a footpath down between here and there. There we go. People can now, my little subway there, people come pouring out of the subway in a second. It'll be great. Here they come. Here come the idiots. I say that. Here come the idiots. Come on, idiots. Here they come. Well, not too many yet. But yeah, good to see they're using the subways. But yeah, I've got a bus stop that I think I've deleted and removed and destroyed. So we're going to have to put a bus stop down here and put it onto our route. I'm not going to do it right now. But that is definitely better. No. No. Office. Block. Do you know what? I don't mind that on there either, for that matter. Oh, this is low. No, I want high. This is why I'm not getting any tall buildings, isn't it? There we go. That's got to be better. I bet I've just done the same over here as well, haven't I? With you. Right. Let's see if we can't make this grow up instead. There we go. Vertical, that's what we're after. We are vertical. Back again. So right, so we've now going to have a new skyline. Once some of these buildings have zoned in around it, and yes, probably some trees. Not something I'm really going to rush to on that. This until tree detailing becomes more of a fun thing rather than the hit and hope thing, really. Put down the tree and wait for it to grow for about 4 years. Got a bit of space there, have I? Oh, go. We can put one there. We'll let you. A little one in between. Right, so that sorts out that. Gives us a bit of space in the middle there and gives us a bit of height for it also. Right, let's have a look at this roundabout as promised. First jobs first, because we want a bigger roundabout. We'll go with that one. It's going to require some bulldozing, right? Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to take the last bit of road out. roads as well. Oh, look at this. Come on, sort it out, BonBon. Right, roundabout. There we go. Oh dear. Snapping has been very funny there, isn't it? Okay. And then we had a road up this way as well, didn't we? I was hoping to have some kind of showpiece park in this area. Like the bigger roundabout. I don't see where. This road coming up here. I do like the idea of it being a 5-prong roundabout. There we go. 5-prong roundabout. Let's connect it in to there. Come on. Wow. Right, snapping wheels going. I have to turn it off. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. There we are. That's cleaner. Showpiece Park looks like it would live here, doesn't it? When I say showpiece, just compared to having just houses around it. Let's see what we have. Small park. I think that's just going to be it, just something like that. That's what it needs to be, and we'll put some trees around it. Yeah. So we are going to do some tree detailing here. Orders. And 4. Yeah, it's not going to work on the roundabout, is it? Nice wildflower bushes. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are yeah, it's not happy there. Right, we're not going to bother with those bushes there and there. Right, so we'll come out bulldozer. These buildings here, which are now the zoning is completely thrown out for them. I'm sorry. You're probably all going to be medium density row housing anyway, so let's do that. Let's just get the row housing zoning down for along here. It's the priority road. Do you know what? As is, I think. Oops, sorry people. There we are. Right, so that's now a better roundabout with a bit of detailing on it, making it more of a feature when you pull off of the main downtown run. Well, that was a bit of work. How much am I losing at the moment? Still 400,000. I've lost what, 6 million, 7 million? Deary dear. Got to keep an eye on that. Got to keep an eye on that. Roundabouts are node flags, so do weird things. Yes, I totally agree. Yeah. There's a hidden short segment that's a problem. Yeah. It's finding what the issues are, isn't it, as you're going along. Lay math, so much tide. Yeah, yep, catching up. Catching up. I think I'm up to date. Right, so we've got a few deaths on the go. Is this a problem? It doesn't look like it's a problem. Waiting for a hearse. I think he was dead because he was old. Okay, that could be it. This one? Oh, I mean, 56 households. You are going to end up with a dead person eventually. I don't think it's actually a big problem. This street layout down here is not optimal, and I'm probably going to want to fix it as well at some point. But it's kind of working at the moment, especially since we put in this pedestrian footpath. It's working well enough, but I'm still not super excited about it. But working well enough will do for me for now, especially as we've reconstructed the downtown, and we'll see how that starts to pan out. I've got another abandoned low rent hat. Yeah, all these homes, your rents are too high, and then you give them low rent, and that's what you get. Just give them more medium density down here. There we go. Right, just filling in a few of these gaps now that I de-zoned because I knew I was going to be demolishing a whole bunch of things. It just seemed pointless zoning it and then demolishing it within a few minutes afterwards. What's going on here? I'm going to take on-street parking off of here, I think. See whether that will make any difference. Probably not. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I misclicked. What am I doing here? I meant to do Something like that. This is awkward. Hang on. Pause the sim. Let's see if I can't get this to work cleanly. I think the problem is it's just not a clean... Come on. Gotcha. Right, let me try it. From here. From there. And then let's see. Once the traffic has unscrambled itself. Usual traffic light thing to sort out, and the usual 50,000 crossings. Right, can we have some motion now, please? Definitely don't want cars parking here. Right, so off you go, guys. Still not flowing anywhere near as smoothly as I really want it to. Like to be that lane there to be, so it's not all. I'm gonna have to put that third lane in, aren't I? I'm gonna have to put a third lane in, back to where we started, to give us the extra turning lane there, and then again remove the traffic lights. If it'll let me, but it won't, because reasons. Right, I think we're about as sorted as we're going to be there. I think we're about as sorted as we're going to be. So, we've got an upgraded downtown. We should now have better traffic flow running down, across the bridge, around this loop. It's probably, I would like to have had a little bit more density in here. Can we still, is there any zonable spots in it? Do you know what? I think we're just going to zone some more density in. Like, well, that's your car park. Can't do anything with that. I'll do. Oh, blimey! Don't want to do that. There we go. We'll just do. Some buildings spotted here and there. There we go. And also along here. Just a bit more density in that area. Okay. Are you exporting power? I am. I'm going to at some point off camera and try and work out when these spikes are happening, because I am losing money big time. But then previously I was getting massive spikes. Now I know that I can do better with, at the moment I'm subsidies, doing massive subsidies to get my population growing, so that's not a problem. That is really not a problem. So we can do something like that and that, and we shouldn't really have a problem. Let me grab some of my coffee, my lukewarm, no, cold coffee now. But I was just seeing spikes and troughs. So we're looking at making 7.5 million an hour now. As dumb as it sounds. But now we're losing population. So it's finding that sweet spot. Oh my god, sorry. Look at this. Taxation, right. Bring the taxation back down, the residential and the office, industrial again. So I don't want losing population. Now I would, it's diving. Right, this is why I had to provide subsidies. So there we go. Alright. Well, I'm going to go back into subsidy mode. There we go. And that hopefully will turn everything around. Also, providing some extra housing would be great now. I've spent all that time working on that road layout. Haven't put down any housing at all for people to move into, let alone upgrading certain low density into medium density areas. So I think we'll do here. Right, so density medium. There we go. That should more availability of housing will be good. And we'll do some, oh no, we'll just work it down. These areas maybe. There we are. Bit of medium density in those areas. In the northern end of Longman. This will provide the head. We haven't had a head really for Longman, but now we will have. Reasonable building. crumbs. Oh, crumbs. Forest fire. Bring it down. Motorcycle accident. Set fire to the tree. Should we go and stand in the fire? Warm up. Oh, what beautiful graphics. Help. Excuse me, miss. Could you help me, please? Oh, she's a good-looking lady. A good-looking lady. See you later. Fire. Hang on. Traffic accidents. Yeah, there are vehicles on the way. Yeah. Traffic accidents seem to be the biggest problem with this game these days, isn't it? Look. Taxi, bus. Gee, how many people on the bus? How many people on the bus? Can you tell me? I don't know. Don't know which is this one? Probably nobody on the bus. Six of 80. That's not many. There's this one. There's 65. Okay. So, anyway, the buses are being used. Oh, these kind of... I like the way these frame that. I really like the way those frame that. On either side. It's almost tempting to have one along the front here. Let me do that. Oh, we can't. This is no... Dang it. Okay then, that's fine. I like that framing. Yeah, we don't have any spot there either anyway. Heidi hody. Heidi hody. So I'm still losing pop, but the population is only dropping by 200. Money is now being lost again. Like, what is going on? Yeah, in terms of power, we got the main coal power station here, double furnace, and it is all linked up to the outside world. And we also have a small coal power plant here as well. Just might as well have it there, really. On top of that, we've got the incinerators, which are wired up. Is this incinerator? Yeah, incinerator plant here. Is this one? I'm not sure if this one is wired up. Let's have a little look, see. Yeah, there we go. That connected up. Mind you, this is connecting up internally. So that's not an issue. That's just making sure we have power to the industrial area. But this one is, there we go, coal power plant, power lines, and they are, here we go, this is the line here. Connected up and out. You can see by the power, that is definitely exporting. Oh look, there you go, money is now 3.5 million. I know, what's the difference? Because I've done nothing. I will work it out, and there'll probably be a tutorial on it eventually. Population is now growing as well. That seems like almost a good point to be able to leave the stream. Been on for a couple of hours. Yeah, hour and a half. Well, that's alright. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that work there. We've got another fire down here. Let's have a little look where my engine is. Here he is. And he's going, I mean, not really a long way. But yeah, down and around and up, probably. You're going to have to step it up there, my friend. You're going to have to step it up. Because otherwise, by the time you get to that place, it's going to be a crisp. Let's go back to the destination. Here he comes. I love this aspect of the game. Just being able to... one thing I want to be able to do is know who is... Don't stop there. Keep going. Who is in the fire engine? Oh, yeah. We know it's a fire engine. We know where it came from. Fire station. Right? But what we really want to know is who's in there, who they're married to, whether they live, what education have they got. Those are the bits of information I want. But anyway, what's going on over here? Lots of abandoned industrial buildings. Would that be because I've taken away the subsidy? Could be. I did provide a subsidy, didn't I? And come on then, we'll provide... Oh, blimey. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to give them too much of a subsidy. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Your business, like 2%. It's really low. Be lucky to get that in any other city. Just survive, alright? What's going on over here? Another accident. Accident. Oh my god. What is going on? I mean, I could give it extra lanes, I suppose. So we'll try that. Dum dum dum. Extra lanes never hurt anybody, did they? Right. Trucks can't get in and out of the cargo station quickly enough. But population growing, finances growing, I can live with those. And like I say, the cargo hub. Oh, hang on, are we 8674 8672? So these guys are importing by the looks of it. Don't think many of these guys are actually. Yeah, zero cargo. Zero cargo. These guys are coming to collect cargo. This one's dropping off. But almost every one of these that I'm clicking on, he's dropping off. He's picking up. Wow. And I'm sure I took those traffic lights out there as well. In fact, I know we did here. Absolutely no, we took out the traffic lights. But there we go. Right, I think we're done. Let me pull the camera right the way back to the standard location for the overview. I'll go into camera mode. There we go. That is Bonhaven pre-Christmas. I've had a really good play tonight. I was recording a Christmas special. I spent an hour on it last night. I did a test record. It was recording fine. And then I spent an hour recording a Christmas special. And it recorded the Steam app with my voice. And I checked before we started. It was annoying. So I don't know what I'm going to do for Christmas special, but we'll do so. I'll get something together tomorrow. I actually have a day off tomorrow. I'm now finished working for Christmas, so I'll have a bit of time. But I wanted to do something a bit special, and it's just going to be something standard now, I think. But anyway, I've had a really good time. Thanks, Fifewolf, especially for your ongoing comments there. Thanks, Dan. I know Dan's gone, but I'm saying thanks anyway. Thanks, Foxy. Anybody else in the chat who's commented? Really good to have you along when you were here. And yeah, if you're watching catch up, I give the video a like, because it's kind of rude if you don't. Do you think? Yeah, just a little click of the like button. It doesn't cost anything. Maybe like a finger power. You know, might get cramp or something. But anyway, I've had a really good time. There will be something on Christmas Day. There might be something tomorrow night, depending on whether I can get a festive special recorded. But yeah, one way or another, there will be one. Oh, and of course the chart show tomorrow morning as well. Catch that if you can. Right, anyway, my voice is starting to crack again, so I'm going to call it. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. Thanks for everything, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.
Come here now, girl.